Hey guys, welcome back to Untamed Antics. Alright, as you can see, we're jumping right into our 65 and 12 body swap. You can see me grinding right off the bat here, working on trimming the body of the inside of that A-pillar to fit on top of the 2012 chassis. I'll continue on in the video explaining what I'm up to, but I didn't have any audio to go with this, so again, thanks for being here, and hang out. There's plenty more videos to come. Alright, so this is what we're up to. I don't have a fork truck, and I don't have a fucking gantry hoist and all that other stuff like I see other people using. But I do have a scissor lift. So what I'm gonna do, got my pad set out to the pinch welds. I'm gonna raise it up, and this thing actually rolls pretty easy. I've moved my Evo around before when it was still a roller. So I'm basically gonna lift it up, bring it out to here, and then I'm gonna put two self-tappers. I have some big boy self-tappers that'll easily hold the weight up above these two like normal full-size ratchet straps, and then bring the cherry picker in from behind and lift the back up, pull the hoist out, and then we'll push this thing out and shove it underneath and see what happens. And I was thinking about it, I might put this thing underneath that car, and instead of lowering this, raise that up to it. I'm not gonna go like super tall with it, just enough. I'm just gonna raise this up high enough to clear those tires. So it might be fine. I might just lower it down and be done with it. My cut should be all good. I had to notch out here for that BCM module cubby, but I think I'm still gonna have to cut it out, and I'll show you why. And obviously this is all ready to go. I took measurements from center wheel forward, so it should be good. We'll cut this later. Just kind of using it for structure for now. But this little cubby is gonna stick outside those holes that are there, or for putting your door on. So we'll chop that box out and like move it in just a little bit in the end, but not really a concern. I can't really cut anymore. It's like 12 o'clock at night. Sweating like a pig. I just cleaned all this out. And if you ever wonder what it looked like to have 2 cars worth of parts minus, I never had an engine in training. Well, I had the training, but I sold it. But these are all like usable parts. Here's hood, roof, trunk, your package tray, glass, 2 hoods, dash, all this stuff. So pretty crazy. But so I will get this thing lifted up and start moving it.
Come on, spill the tea, yeah. Ooh, alright. Woo, this is light work. Come on, spill the tea, yeah. Ooh, alright. Woo, this is light work. Come on, spill the tea, yeah. Ooh, alright. Woo, this is light work. Come on, spill the tea, yeah. Ooh, alright. Woo, this is light work. Come on, spill the tea, yeah.
There you have it. That was pretty easy. Used to doing everything by myself, so you gotta figure it out sometimes. Now we just gotta get that thing suspended, roll this thing out, roll. Alright, well, we got it suspended. I didn't want to waste your guys' time watching that part, but hold on, let me throw this battery in the charger. We've been burning their batteries like crazy. Get the rear suspended by the trunk latch. YOLO. Worst case it falls, but Seems pretty good. Now I have to figure out how to move this by myself. It doesn't run and drive because I took the dash out. But I need to move it out and over here. So you can watch me struggle. Time lapse or some shit. Not gonna lie, that was easier than I thought.
Yeah, that's great. So, do you know that the last time you go to
Alright.
Alright. I'm gonna move you guys so you get to see all the action here. Alright, well, we got it rolled under. It's too late to do some cutting. And we need some cutting. I forgot that I needed to notch or cut this out like I did here. So we can step past that. And yeah. Other than that, it doesn't look too bad. It needs to go back, obviously. Or forward, not back. So, not looking too bad though. I'm gonna shoot for center of wheel, and then we'll put a fender on and make sure that whatever way we need to go to make it the best between the two, we'll do that. But for now, I guess we're just gonna leave it all hanging all sketchy until the morning. Yep, that's all she wrote. But it does look like with a little bit of trimming, we're gonna be able to drop it right in. Get this out of here. Kind of match that curve down there. Buff a little bit out of here, buff a little bit back there, and probably either cut more out of this wheel well or take this factory one out. And there's a good chance that we're probably gonna skin this off anyway because the tires are so much bigger, so it'll look funny if we keep it small, so we'll see. Well, I accidentally killed Old Reliable. It was almost a shocking experience. That's okay, we'll get her fixed up, but I'm out of butt connectors, so we'll have to wait a little bit. But we busted out the old, even more cheap grinder than our Black & Decker boy over there. Hey, they work, right? So, we got some stuff done since I last had the camera on. Obviously, I left you guys where I needed to trim. I got that all trimmed out. Now it should fit nice and clean. Got that trimmed out. I gotta go back and cut that filler neck out. Or I might be able to pull it in enough that it stays out of the way. That's what I'm gonna try and do for now, because I'm not really... I think it's gonna end up there in the end, so I'll probably end up having to cut it anyway. And then, like I said before, I needed to cut this box out, and I really don't know why they made it as big as they did, because it only sits an inch and the module sits about 1.25 inches in from the outside plate, so there's a lot of room just to trim it off. So I'm gonna try and trim it and kind of sink it in. I'm gonna get this cut out, and then we should be ready to slip her in. And what we're gonna try and do, I didn't cut out the bottom rocker like I said I was going to, because the body actually spread apart to that 55 that we were looking for. And so we're gonna have to drop it down below that bolt and then slide it forward, and it should clear everything. And then it's just getting it level both ways, front and back, side to side, and then start tacking it in. So I'm gonna fire up the camera and put you on a time lapse, or maybe even a normal, I don't know, we'll see. But get the space tracker guy working, because that thing's pretty neat. I've been using that to keep you guys following me around. So So I actually decided that I'm going to notch that out and just sink back half of it, because only part of it needs to sink in for that framing. So. All right, we should be ready to go down and forward. Just about cut another cord. All right, guys, let me get you back up to speed. I got the dash bar in there. It's not, I don't have the end plates made, but it's tight, good enough to know where it's gonna fit. I threw the dash in. I might have cried a little bit while I cut this. I had to trim a good bit off. Eventually I'll probably have to go down all this too. Or I thought about maybe cutting into the door and making it fit better that way. Not sure. We'll figure it out later though. But you'll see, this is my goal, is to see how much we're gonna cut, how much we're gonna have to modify the defrost and everything else. So I got the windshield sitting in here, slope down, and I'm just gonna draw a line right probably at the bottom of that. That way it kind of counts for the glass being tipped up a little bit. So just gonna run a line down that, and then it seems like the grinder's actually working really well, like with the cutoff wheel. It's like a clean cut, so as long as I can go across here without messing up, which I got a little bit right there, but that's all right. We'll figure out a way to cap it or something. To reach out to that 1194 video guy that I've been kind of watching his stuff to kind of get an idea, and he was pretty cool and pointed me out to a video where he makes some steel end caps with rolled ends for that. So that might be an option. Well, maybe we'll get the bead roller out that I bought 5-6 years ago and never even took out of the box. So, but anyway, we'll draw this line out and get that cut, get this glass back somewhere safe, because my luck I'll break it. And then behind all that, we're working on the wipers. So right now the goal is wipers and defrost. Then once that's done, we're gonna get all that wiper cowl closed off up inside of there so you can't see outside anymore. So your fresh air vent working like it's supposed to, and so on and so forth. Get this all capped off, get it welded, get it primed, get it seam sealed, and then we can move on to the next part, which I think we're gonna end up having to plate the inside down in there on the edge on both sides as well, at least for a little bit. Body's still just tacked in, because sometimes I'd like to change my mind, and I didn't want to change my mind with it welded in, which makes sense, right? So, and then after we get that welded, we'll work our way, get this stuff, get that welded, and then start working our way over these arches. There's a good chance I'm going to cut those out and just get rid of them and start fresh, probably with some like trailer fender style, maybe even. We'll see. They don't actually look too bad the way they sit in there, so I might just make them work. So we'll see. That's another day's problem. And then we'll probably get to this point and work our way forward, because we still have to cut all this down to kind of match the edge of this. And then I got some 16 gauge so we can plate the whole side, make it nice and strong again, so we don't have to worry about the thing folding over if we get in a wreck or whatever, other than the way it's supposed to. So